Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing for this new Redmi 2, which is a budget-oriented Android device by Xiaomi. And if you recall, just last year Xiaomi had introduced the Redmi 1. Now we have the Redmi 2, and I would say it's a slight upgrade over the Redmi 1. In this Redmi 2 we have a new processor, that's the Snapdragon 410, which is 64-bit enabled. And regarding RAM, we have two variants, but the one that we have right now is the 1GB variant that is again being sold via Flipkart. And I got this unit a little bit early. This is a review unit that Xiaomi had sent me, and as you can see, it's an Indian unit. But the good thing with this Redmi 2 is that now it's 4G enabled. As you can see, it supports FDD and LTE. Let me just quickly open the box now, and here we have the device itself. We'll just put it to the side. We have this. Let's open this up. Looks like we have some pamphlets. It says the Redmi 2 user guide and stuff. This is in Chinese. That's strange. But this gives you an idea how to insert the SIM card. Again, it's a dual SIM product, and we also have a micro SD card. So basic info, this is in Chinese, but I think so if you buy the retail unit, this should be in English. As I told you, this is a review unit. And again, nothing special. We just have the micro USB cable. I won't open that, and this is the charger. Let's open this one and see. And here if you look at it, it's a 1 amp charger. And further down if we go, we have the battery. Again, it's an orange color, and it's a 2220 milliamp hour battery. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the Redmi 2, and without the battery it feels actually very light. We have this protective cover. You actually got to remove this one. Don't use it like a screen guard. This is not a screen guard. And let me give you a physical overview first. The front facing camera is a 2-megapixel shooter. The screen is a 4.7-inch screen, and again we have touch type capacitive buttons at the bottom. Moving towards the back, we have a 8-megapixel camera with LED flash, secondary noise cancellation mic. This is the speaker, and again me branding. The rear facing camera is a 8-megapixel shooter. We have this. Let me try to remove it. Let's just open this up. Maybe then I can remove it easily. The back cover comes out, and now we can remove this. And here we can add our micro SD card. Up to 32 gigs are supported, and again it's a dual SIM device. As you can see, we'll just pop in the battery and let's do the first boot and initial overview. And this is available in India for 7,000, I think so. It will start selling from March 24 onwards via Flipkart. And it gave me haptic feedback, and on this end we have the volume rockers and the power on off button, and on the bottom we have the micro USB slot and the main microphone. This end actually we have nothing. And here we have the MIUI 6, and again, as I told you, this is the review unit, and we also have Hindi, so that's nice. So but let's select English United States and let's continue. And it says we need to set our region, and it's taking a lot of time here setting the location, so I'll just continue when this is finished. And do let me know the quality. I'm using my new camera. I'm not shooting it at 4K, but then also let me know the quality. Again, we can select the keyboard, and let me quickly just connect to our Wi-Fi network and we'll continue. And it is connected, so let's just continue. And we have to agree to terms and condition. And I haven't added a SIM card, so it's just checking for that. And one thing about this Redmi 2 is that Xiaomi has said that they might also introduce a special edition that will have 2 gigs of RAM, but the default variant will just have 1 gig of RAM like the one I have. So I'll just skip this, and it is done. We can add a Google account. We'll do that later. And it says allow location. Yes, I don't have a problem, and it says we are set. And this Xiaomi devices run a custom UI known as MIUI. That's the one that we have. It's the MIUI 6, and it says that you can pinch to edit the home screens. Okay, so, and with this Redmi devices, we don't have an app drawer, so all the apps will be displayed on the home screen, just like iOS, that's iPhone. But let's just see. Let's just move here, and these are the basic quick toggles, I would say. If you click here, you go to the main settings. As you can see, let's look at about the phone. And as you can see, it's running on the Android version 4.4.4. that is KitKat. So let's just go back. And regarding storage, let's look at it. The default storage is 8 gigabytes, but let's see how much do we actually get out of the box. And I believe for that we have to go to this additional setting. So let's go there, and here we have the storage. And as you can see, out of that 8 gigs, the available space that we have is 4.63 gigabytes. We can add a micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes, but I'll test if apps are movable, because with earlier Xiaomi devices, apps were not movable to the SD card. And regarding the apps that are pre-installed, again, we have all the Google apps in a folder. And these are some of the other Xiaomi specific apps, I would say. We also have the FM radio, Compass app is pre-installed, calculator, and also a QR scanner. So that's nice. Let's quickly just open the default browser. We have two browsers. One is the default browser, but we also have Chrome. So let's just use Chrome web browser and see how it performs. And we got to accept that. And let's just go to techme.com, and this is the, what do you say, mobile variant. Let's just force it to desktop and see how it loads. Again, if you noticed, it loaded it actually pretty well. Pinch to zoom feels pretty responsive, and also in terms of the screen quality also looks really good. It's a 720p HD screen, sports a 4.7 inch screen, and as you can see, the viewing angles are actually pretty decent, and it has the auto brightness sensor also. So I would say pretty decent specs considering the price of around 7,000, and I would say it is competing with the Lenovo A6000 because that also has very similar specs. Now let's look at the camera. Generally the camera on Xiaomi devices are supposed to be pretty good. Even the Redmi 1 had pretty good camera. So let's quickly have a look at it. Let's just fire up the camera, and as you can see, it says it wants location, no thanks. And we have the tap to focus, and we get this focus ring, just notice it. And if you just click here, you can adjust the exposure. I saw this on the Mi 4, so it's nice to see that we are getting this feature even on this Redmi 2. So let's look at the pictures. It says gallery requires internet connection, okay, whatever. And looks pretty decent, I would say, pictures. But again, I will this came out a little bit blurred, but I will be testing the camera a lot more on this Redmi 2 later on when I do my full review with this device. So that's it for now for this very quick unboxing and first look at this Redmi 2. If you have any specific questions regarding this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching this video. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.